Hey, what's going on everybody? And welcome back to another mod showcase. Today we have Modern Storage by, you guessed it, ModernKnight, which is me. Let's go! So a couple of things before we start is this is my first mod, and also I got some help from AI and I got also help from a friend. And the textures are work in progress. I had some issues with the cabling, so all the textures you see, take that with a grain of salt. And yeah, the main features are in, they're working, and I'm excited to show you that. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you see the textures. Don't panic, they're work in progress. But yeah, let's get into the showcase. Now, of course, to get started with the mod, you need to craft the workbench for the mod. So let me enable the HUD so we can see better. We come to the workbench, and under the benches, you can see a modern bench. I made a custom bench for the mod, so it doesn't clog the main workbench. I want to keep it neat and sorted. Now take the recipes also with a grain of salt. Recipes gonna change, they're temporary. It's just, just for the time being to test the mod and see how people like it. So also bench texture, also work in progress. So yeah, don't panic. Now we open the workbench. Now once opened, you can see the blocks, you can see cables, and you can see disks. Now of course, again, textures work in progress. Now for the blocks, we have a crafting terminal, we have disk drive, we have storage access, storage bus, storage controller, and a storage terminal. I'll explain each and every block of these. For cables, we have export, import, and a normal storage cable. For storage disks, we start with a 1K storage disk, 4K, which require 3 1K disks, 16 will require 3 of the 4K, and 64 will require 3 of the 16K. And yeah, let's get into the showcase and I'll show you each and every one of these blocks, what they do and how to connect them. So for the heart of the mod, you'll need a disk drive, of course, temporary recipes. You'll need a controller, and we'll start with a storage terminal. And we'll get some cables. We'll get a basic storage cable, and let's get a 1K drive for now. So we have a storage terminal, controller, and a drive. So place a controller down. We'll place a drive near it, and then we'll place a terminal there. And if you open the drive, you can see it has 10 slots for disks. Now you can either drag the disk inside manually, or you can double click it and it will go inside. Shift click doesn't work, it's a Hytale limitation. So don't shift click because that will not work. You can double click. As you can see, double click will take it out, take it back in. Now, in the UI, you can see 1 out of 10 disk drives and provided capacity 1024 items. So this disk can hold 1024 items. So if we come to the controller, next thing is a controller. We open it. You can see it has a priority system. I'll explain that in a bit. It has the amount of items in total, which is in the drives. It has connected drives, inserted disks, stored item types, how many item types are stored. Currently we don't have any items, so it's 0. And connected nodes, which is 1, 2, 3. It's, it's counting itself. So let's start storing stuff. Let's open the terminal. As you can see, your inventory is down here. The storage terminal is up there. And left click to insert a stack. As you can see, we have 100 out of 1000. Right click to take out to take out one, and left click to take out all. So right click, you insert one, left click to insert a stack, right click to take out one, and left click to take out a stack. And so if we have, let's get some items. Let's say sticks. Let's get rubble. And let's get, what else? Fiber. And let's also, if you want to insert more than one, you double click. It's not working here. It's because it might be on a server, so it might not work because of the delay. But on single player, I double click the item, it deposited more of it. Let's try with more stacks. Maybe that works. Nope, it's not working for me on the server. It's fine. We'll patch that soon, but as I said in the start, expect bugs. So we have all of these. Let's say you have 1,000 items here, right? You want to search for them. You can search, for example, fiber. As you can see, I can search for fiber. You can search for sticks, as you can see, or you can just, delete the search and it will stay. Now, if you type something, let's say sticks, now you close the terminal, you open it back up, oops, the search is gone. This is what this keep button is. If you turn that on, keep is on, you search for stick, you leave the terminal, you come back, and as you can see, stick is still there and it's still there. So that's a good way. If you hit losing your search, you can keep the keep button on. So now you might be asking yourself, well, Modern, I have my items here, but the workbench isn't detected. So if I go into adventure, workbench isn't detecting them. I had rubble, plant fiber, and sticks inside. Well, if I go back into creative for crafting purposes, I need to make a crafting terminal just like this. I will replace this normal terminal with a crafting one because it's the same one with additional features. And if we come to storage axis and we craft one of those, now we run some cables. Cables are work in progress. And we place a storage axis, and if we open the storage axis, you can see it has a range of 5 blocks. It shows the network capacity, how much it has, connected drive, inserted disk, storage type, blah, 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 blah. Now, if we open the crafting terminal, we have the normal item thing, which with the search, you can search, of course, different. It's the same thing. Now, you have a different tab on top, which is crafting. If we click crafting, now it recognizes both benches. It recognizes this modern bench and it recognizes this workbench. And as you can see, we have tools that are locked. It respects that. And as you can see, I only have the basic stuff unlocked. Nothing is, unlocked. Now, if I want to upgrade this workbench to tier 2, that will unlock the thorium stuff, right? So if we unlock that, it unlocks thorium and cobalt. So if I come back to the terminal and go to the crafting tab, as you can see, we have thorium stuff, we have cobalt stuff, it unlocked more stuff. It's also respecting the memory system. So you know how you have stuff hidden behind memories? It's respecting that. So now that we have these are detected, let's craft a crude, we have stuff for crude stuff, right? As you can see on the bottom, we have rubble, fiber, and sticks. Now, if I craft one, crude tool pickaxe, crude one, it crafted a crude pickaxe. You can also, let's keep on so it stays here. If we want, we can craft 5. As you can see, crafted 5, we can craft 10, and we can craft a specific amount with a craft X. It crafted 15, as you can see. So, and this will work with any modded workbenches. Let's see what workbench. I have minion workbenches. As you can see, minions are here. If I come back to here, as you can see, I have minions with their, crafting recipes, etc. You see, I have all the minions. So yeah, it will work with everything. So that's basically the storage axis. It allows you to craft from workbenches through your crafting terminal. In respect with their unlocks and in respect with the memory system. Now, next, let's showcase the import, export cables and a storage bus. Storage bus we'll leave till the end. Now, we're gonna showcase the import and export. So we'll need a furnace, for example, and I'll show you with a chest also. It works with a chest or with anything that has inventory. So we'll start with a chest, right? And we'll wire cables here. So the basic feature, export will export stuff out of the system, import will import stuff into the system. So let's say we have rubble and sticks and stuff over here, right? And I want to extract it into here. So if we open the export, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. It's complicated, but don't worry, we'll get to it. So here we have a keep feature. You can keep an X amount of items inside the chest at all times. So if we set that to 10 and we search. By the way, this search will search the entire assets of Hytale, so entire item library. So you don't have to have the item in your inventory. So if we search fiber, for example, and you have 10 filter slots, and as you can see, there's this pointer thing. That means it's at this slot right now. So if I put fiber here, oops, right click to remove the filter, by the way, left click on the item down here to set the filter. And as you can see, it's putting 10, it's keeping exactly 10 plant fibers inside the chest because we have plant fibers sit in the filter and keep 10. And if we, let's say rubble, which rubble we have? We have the stone rubble. So if we double click that inside here, as you can see, it's keeping 10 of each. Now, if we change that, for example, to 50 or 20, and now as you can see, it's keeping 20. So next is the import cable, which will import stuff back into the system. So if we just import it like this, now it's gonna be on a loop. So if we remove these, as you can see, the chest is empty. So if I put like the chest in here, as you can see, it's gone, and now it's in the system. And of course, the import also have filters. So let's filter, for example, only take sticks, for example. That stick, right? And it also has a keep feature. So it imports everything, but it keeps a certain amount of items inside. So if we filter chest or sticks, if I put the chest here, it's not gonna be exported. But if I take a stick and I put it here, it's gone. It's back into the system. And I can put it to keep like 10 sticks in the chest, for example. So if I take all the sticks, I have 100 here. It's taking all of them into the system except 10. So the import and export cables are really powerful. They're really great. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to play with them and see what you come up with. Now, another great use of the import and export is with furnaces, tanning racks, etc. So we put an export and an import. This is a two tall block furnace, so you can put them on top of each other and you can connect them just like this. And now we want to insert, let's say, for example, charcoal and ores. So we come to the export. We don't specify amount. We just say we want charcoal. Double click that. And we want ore, let's say copper ore, right? Oops. So it has charcoal and copper ore. Now, if I put charcoal and copper ore in here, actually, let's use this. Might as well, it's gonna be like, you know. So we remove the filter from here. And it should import everything into the system. I think it's full right now. Yeah, it is full, so that's why it's not importing. So if we check the furnace, as you can see, there is charcoal in the respective slot, and there is ores there. And we turn it on. Let me make some slots. Let me make some, you know, make some space in here. So whenever this melts, the import bus will take the item and it will put it inside the system, as you can see. So this is a great way to automate your furnaces. It works also with the tanning rack, same basic. You just set your hides in here. You don't need the fuel, of course. You just set your hides. And this will export you don't need to set anything here. It will auto-detect the output slot and it will output automatically from it. Now, the last block I'm gonna show you, which is an amazing block in my opinion, is the storage bus. Now, let's say you have an inventory of some sort. You have a drawer system. You have some sort of an inventory like further from the terminal and your system, and you don't want the items to go into the system. So, for example, I have a chest of gold here. Let's say I don't want the gold to be inserted into the thing, but I want the system to see it. This is where the storage bus is. So you place the storage bus next to your inventory and you open it. Now, there's few modes here. We have extract and insert together. You can only extract from this inventory and you can only insert into this inventory. You can't extract, which means you can't see it from the terminal. You won't see the items from the terminal, so that way you can't extract them. So we'll keep it on extract and insert, and we'll keep match inventory for now off. And as you can see, it has a priority system. Now let's explain priority system. As you can see, if you notice, the controller has priority and the storage bus has priority, which means if the controller has higher priority, every item you dump through the buses here, the import, export, or through the terminal, will always end up into the controller first because it has higher priority than the storage bus. But let's say, for example, I have 0 priority here and I have 10 here. Every item that comes through this and matches, if we have match inventory, if it has gold, for example, I'm smelting gold there, and this has 10 priority and this has 0 priority, the gold will end up here first before it goes to there. So it will fill up this chest, then it will go to the terminal. So let's demonstrate that. Let's put match inventory on, and let's give this 20 priority, right? And let's say this has 0 priority. So let's connect it with cables, just like this. Now, as you can see, we can see the gold from here. We can take from it, and we can deposit into it. As you can see, if we deposit, it will end up back into here. Now, let's switch this to gold ore. Now, in my testing, I haven't tested this feature with the import-export, so let's hope it works live now. So we have 100, which is the last stack. Let's hope it works. I haven't tested it yet. I only tested me dumping stuff from there. Yeah, it didn't work. I think it just went into here. Yeah, I went into here. It's another bug that I haven't tested with the import-export. But let's say we have gold, right? And I deposit it manually through here. It will end up into here. You see? It ended up here. Now that bug I'm gonna fix, don't worry about that. It's gonna be in like patch 1.1. But just know that you can dump manually into here. And if I take from here, as you can see, I'm taking from here. The chest is empty now. And as you can see, the items on top are not changing. That's because it's all going into that chest. It's not filling. Oh, you see, it all went at once. It all went into the chest. Now, extract only means you can only extract, but if you send it back, it will fill the storage because it's not gonna deposit into here, you see? It didn't go into here. Now, if you set it to insert only, as you can see, these ones in the system, you can't see the gold or the gold bars into here because it's set to insert only. If I put those back, it went back into here. Now that one you saw is from the furnace, so don't mind that. That's a bug we talked about. So that's why, you know, the insert only is helpful. Now, I keep it on extract only, but I remove the match inventory to off, which means now every item that I dump into here will go into here. It's not filtered, it's not anything, it just goes into here first until this fills up, this chest fills up, then it will start filling this. Just like that. You can see this is starting to count, which means this chest is full, so it will start going into here. Now this is really useful if you have a drawer system. You can connect it to a drawer controller or stuff like that, and you can just view the chest. So I hope I explained the priority system really well, and the import, export buses, everything. And I hope this was helpful. So yeah, I hope you guys like the first version of my mod. I worked so much on it. I also had AI help on it, which is, you know, it was a great help because I don't know much coding. So AI did most of the work. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what feedbacks you guys have about the mod, and I'll be sure to take that into account. Now the mod is uploading on CurseForge. Once it's ready, I'll update the description and with a mod link so you guys can download it. So let me know what you guys think in the description or in the comments down below. I hope you guys liked it. Please like the video and subscribe, and I will see you in the next mod review. Bye bye.